Hello friends and welcome. I'm Sarah Liz and I'm super excited to share a little sneak peek of what I've made with the Spellbinders March 2024 club kits and a secret, you guys. And I have a secret. So you might just take a quick look at the sentiments on some of these cards and wonder where they're from. Don't tell anybody, but that's it. That's the sneak peek. There might be a little something coming out on the 6th, right? That's not a regularly scheduled anything, but I have a surprise for you on the 6th. So I'm going to show you what I made. I'm going to share the clubs with you today, and then we will make 3 of these cards on the 6th, and I will release that surprise in full, and then we'll make 3 more of them later in the month. Let's start with this guy. It says wonderful wizardly birthday wishes, and I just think that it is so cute. Did Spellbinders intend to make a Harry Potter themed die set? I don't know that they did. Maybe they did. I mean, there's an owl, and then there's a letter that has like a little wax seal and a book, and there's a scarf. But I don't think I'm supposed to say that it's a Harry Potter set. But I'm just saying, we have a book. We have an owl. We have these glasses. These are very familiarly shaped glasses. And you guys, all of that, except for the oval, came from this one set. Just the one set. That is awesome. I have also used the embossing folder of the month on this one. This is, okay, let's be really honest. There's a book theme running through a lot of the clubs this month. And so as an English teacher, I'm like losing my mind. But this embossing folder is so classic. If you only get one thing this month, I would get the embossing folder. Like, it's absolutely phenomenal. I will use this on all kinds of things. It's called the classic backdrop, and they aren't kidding. Okay, so here we have our little owl, his glasses. I use the fluted ovals here as well. That's one of my very favorites. And then, wait for it, I made this one. I know. I know. I couldn't help myself. Okay, so here are the glasses that are in this die set right here. But actually, you can make this card using things that aren't in this die set. If you have Gnome Drive Graduation, there is a pair of glasses with a very similar shape. They're a little bit smaller, okay? And then I used the Boo-licious Fall Cupcake. This was a large die of the month back in September. Hands down, one of my favorite large die of the month because it makes this cupcake that's really, really gorgeous. There's a broom in here, right? It's not this shape. So I will show you in the video how I made this. You guys, I can't draw to save my soul. If I can do it, you can do it. And then that lightning bolt came from Rain or Shine, which has been out for a million years. I think it came out in like January, not this year, but the year before. So you can get this guy super, super cheap. So that's all I did on here. But you could swap out one or more of those elements to use the little letter with the wax seal, and that would also work really beautifully here. I just did some strips in the background. I love this thing. Then I made this one. This castle is so magical. The minute I saw it, I just knew that I wanted to make like a Disney-esque castle. This is only available if you order the deluxe caboodle. That's where you order all of the clubs, right? And there's a ton of options. It's $120 and it's 3 die sets, 2 embossing folders, the wax seal, the hot foil, the better press, the stencil, the stamp, and coordinating die. And then this is that monthly bonus item, and I think it's worth it. Also, I'm going to be gushing about the March clubs probably for the rest of my life. You guys, I love it so, so much. So I just assembled this kind of as it's designed. And then these clouds come from that new Windows with a View collection from Tina Smith. I added those on there. And then scrapbook.com has like a magical sort of Disney themed paper pad. And I use that as well. Quick, easy, totally worth it. That was 3 cards without talking about the large die of the month. You guys, there are 3 different books that you can kind of stack on top of each other. And then this open book that you guys, I didn't even use, and it's like crushing my soul a little bit. So I'll probably make something else with that. You have these lovely trees, some little greenery, and a house. You can make a really beautiful 5x7 card that puts all of these elements together, but I separated them. This is my first card. I stacked up 2 of these books, and then this is from the December die of the month. So it has this beautiful wine or champagne bottle. There's corks that can go either way, and then a couple of glasses. And I just put one of the glasses together. I will link to all of the current clubs as well as all of the other supplies that are in these cards below. For this wine glass, I'm also going to link to a die set from Trinity Stamps that is very similar, that also has a wine glass that's kind of shaped like this. But then look at this background, you guys. I used some pattern paper, and then I did a little bit of paste over the top and some glitter. You guys, I don't usually touch glitter, but I feel like this was worth it. This is from the Stencil of the Month Club. And this time we have 5 stencils. As always, you always get 5 A2 stencils, but I'm just going to show you this. This is how they sort of stack up. There are 2 layering stencils. This is the one I used on that card. And then there's this one too. So I guess I'm upside down here, but you can kind of make them look like books. I kind of want to do that and then just put like book titles all along the spines, and then this one as well. So you get a lot in the Stencil of the Month Club this time. And I just layered these up. I had to do them separately with the paste because they're on 2 separate stencils here. But that was a lot of fun and got me kind of out of my little comfort zone. And I have this really fun book club themed card. But then I also made this one. No books at all. This house is beautiful and you get this canopy of trees. I stole that fence. This is from the Christmas Boutique die set that was the large die in October. It's the one that has this little shop with all the florals. And I did a card where there's supposed to be Christmas florals, but I switched the florals to like make it for any season, more of a spring card. And there's a fence in here. It's meant to be a pop-up. I just tucked it behind my ovals here. I hope your new neighbors aren't weirdos. And I love that. I love that. You're also in the video for this one going to see how I changed my mind like 5 times. And at one point I pulled up this entire house and I changed the color of this oval after the card was basically done. So I'll share a bunch of tips and techniques for how to change your mind and still make your card work. And then I made this card. I mean, they're books, so I had to make a graduation card. I stacked up a couple of those books again, and then I used the Gnome Drive Holiday for the car and the gnome. But there's also a Gnome Drive Graduation where I pulled the sort of cap and the scroll, and I thought that was super fun. I did it in the colors of my alma mater, Go Blue Jays, and I just think that's a really fun way to stretch this die set. I mean, books are a huge, huge part of my life, but they can be used for so many occasions, especially when you're looking at like, you also get this house in the die set and the trees in the die set. This is so versatile. And I love when you can take their large die of the month and make 3 totally different cards with it. All right, my friends, that finishes our sneak peek for the March clubs. I would love to know which of these cards you're most excited to see a tutorial for. Also, don't forget to check back on the 6th. We'll make 3 of these cards together, and I will release that special kit that is not one of our regular emergency kits, just a bonus kit for the month. If you do decide to shop with Spellbinders, I always appreciate it when you use my links from the description box below. They pay me a small commission from that sale, and it helps to support this work that I do. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I will see you next time.